now. Is it recording? Okay. So welcome everyone. Welcome to our SBSCO, as known as South Bay Senior Care Organization, info session. This is the second info session that we have done, and this one we like to see more participants to coming in. Lovely to see all of you to be here. Right now we have 12 participants. All you guys are amazing. So for this session, what we're going to cover is basically what we do, who we are, what we do, what's our future plans, and our currently ongoing leadership program, which is very, very exciting. Okay. So all the time, please feel free to visit our website at www.sbsco.org for any additional information that you might feel confusing or just seeking for any kind of information. We do have a section in the website asking for leave a brief message, contact us, and then leave a brief message for any questions. Feel free to always do that. So, oh yeah, before we start, we still have this. We have this currently ongoing fundraising event. We are ordering our special designed reusable canvas bags. As you can see right there, that's amazing, really cute design designed by Amber right there, our secretary. And the link is right here. So Amber will be posting a link in the chat at this moment. And then for more information, feel free, easier links, feel free to visit www.sbsco.org under donation and fundraising tab. And then you can find the link to just click into it and place the order. As supports, this is something, if you purchase one, that's something, the biggest support that we need. Because we are always, this is the first ever fundraising event that we have ever done. And this, with your support, is already boost us up for, yeah, okay. So for those of you who have maybe the first time that you know about or you heard about SBSCO, you might wonder, who are we? We are we're a South Bay Senior Care Organization, a certified 501c3 nonprofit organization that actively serves the senior community in the South Bay area. As members of the South Bay, we believe that it is our responsibility to bring entertainment through volunteer activities to local senior home communities, to share happiness and enjoyment with our senior community, and to build a strong connection between volunteers and senior citizens. So before the pandemic, we started a long time ago. Our activity, our organization established in 2018. But before that, we have our activity going on for a few years already. We were doing local senior home visits. We organized hourly long entertainment performing shows, and we invite our family, friends, your volunteers, anyone who like to join us, who like to perform. Maybe you talk a joke, maybe you talk a monologue, maybe you play a piano, maybe you sing a song, and then to our local senior homes. At holidays, I will be dressing up as Santa Claus, as you can see in the middle down picture. That's Harry. That's Santa Claus Harry. It might be a little bit hard to see actually. And then we will giving out gifts that we receive from our donors. Or sometimes we also use our funds to purchase gifts, Christmas gifts, as those and other toys, and give it to the seniors. Let's see. And then, so as Lunar New Year's, Fuji Foundation are one of the biggest supporters. They donate us hundreds of red envelopes, and we have sent them out to various 5 to 6 of the senior homes, and then as basically Lunar New Year bless. As you can see, this is all the pictures we have by March of 2020. We stopped by March of 2020, because of pandemic hits, we stopped our physical volunteer activities. We stopped our senior home visits, and then we stopped our entire activity for about a month. And then at April, we started donating resources, protective resources, to senior homes, to senior communities, because we know that everyone knows the pandemic hits the senior really hard. in senior who are in a senior care facility, they're not able to go out there and no one are able to go in. We want to show our love and share our love to the seniors and also protect our frontline workers by donating those resources and directing those resources to the senior care facilities. By September of last year, 2020, we were speaking to ourselves, what can we do to bring happiness? What we can do to share our love to senior homes by connecting volunteers, as our mission statement says. Do we connect the relationship between volunteers and our seniors? Um, how what kind of event should we organize in this pandemic to help to build this connection? In September of 2020, we decided, hey, let's move our physical volunteers. Let's move our entertainment shows to online version. So that's what we did. September of last year, that we started our first online performance activity. Some of you have participated with us. I saw Brian Wang. Brian Wang participate in our first September performance too. And then so right here, you can see some Zoom pictures. That's the group photo that I always take. I always say, hey, everyone, let's invite all the volunteers to come up and take a group picture. And then let's say hello to our audience. So I'm the English host, Jimmy. It's Jimmy and Sunny and Danny. They were always our Chinese host. Yeah. And then we broadcast so all the volunteers perform their performance in Zoom room, and we broadcast on our show to YouTube. So so audience just click on YouTube link and they can go in and watch live. This performance was also hosted as monthly performance. There are some lovely program and flyers that we made each month, as you can see some right here. So that's a lot of stuff that I have just covered to just introduce what we do, who we are. And then now I'm just going to introduce you of our entire current leadership team right now. We are a small organization. There are only 6 staff members in this team. So this is why we're hosting this this info session, and we want to let all you guys know what we're doing and hope you guys to join us. So enough words to say. First person that I'd like to introduce, first group will be our discussion board. What is discussion board? We will cover that later. So first person I'd like to introduce will be myself. Hello, everyone. My name is Harry. I am the current chairman for SBSCO. So I just recently graduated from UC San Diego in June, and right now I am doing internship in law firms and doing a lot of work with this organization, and doing and also preparing myself for LSAT. Next person I like to let's ask all of our leadership member a question. What's your favorite food? My favorite food will be basically anything my mom cooks. I will say one thing that I really like will be, grounded pork fried eggplant. That's amazing. So the second person I'd like to introduce will be Jimmy Yu. She is our current chairman. Jimmy, today she is not here. She is over Taiwan in the Taiwan time zone. It is not convenient for today to have her show up. But yeah, so Jimmy is also a recently graduate from Cal State Domino Hills. Okay, third person I'd like to introduce, Amber, our secretary.
Hello, everyone. My name is Amber Chen. I'm a rising junior in high school, and my hobbies are reading, drawing, and rollerblading. I've volunteered with SBSCO since middle school, and I started volunteering just as a violinist, hoping to spread happiness to the senior citizens through my music. But now I'm also the secretary of SBSCO. Also, my favorite food is probably chocolate. I don't know if that counts, but
chocolate definitely counts. I love chocolate. And next will be our team of directors. So the first directors I'd like to introduce will be the Director of Technology, William Yang.
Hello, everyone. My name's William Yang. I recently graduated high school. I'm the director of technology, and my current hobbies include playing games, drawing, and building keyboards.
Thank you so much, William. Next person I'd like to introduce will be Celine Huang, our current director of marketing. Celine, today she is also not be here. She's also not here because of our schedule. But yeah, so and then as I know, she is a current student in El Camino College. Next person I'd like to introduce will be our current director of design and public setting, Zoe Cao.
Hi everyone. My name is Zoe Tao, and I am currently a senior student at UCSD. And my hobby is drawing, reading, and also just spend time with my cute puppy. And my favorite food, I'll say, is ice cream. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zoe. I love ice cream also. Green tea flavor is always the best. Okay, so our leadership team, current team is very unique. I just recently I feel like there's very equivalent data. So I know William just recently graduated from high school. So William and Amber are kind of high school recently graduate from high school, and Zoe and Celine they're both still in college, and me and Jimmy just basically graduated at the same time. So we're like two, very divided very equally. So our current and future projects. Let's introduce what we're doing right now. By June of this year, we had our 10th performance of our 10th performance in the entire series of the online performance. And after June, because there's only six of us, we said, you know, it's only six of us. We're organizing monthly performances, and we're all six of our students. There are limited time and limited efforts for us to organize our team, to do anything that's doing any kind of management with our organization. And to prepare for future projects. So we said, all right, after June performance, let's take a break. Let's take a break. We like to see we like to build a more effective team in the month of July and August. Looking forward for more projects that we're going to do it in the future, as what we're doing right now. We have ongoing Canvas Specs fundraisings. We have just placed the order. And the shipment is coming in. We have in the future, once for those of you who are interested in joining our leadership positions, there will be internal events for volunteers and for all the volunteers and also leadership members. So that's what we're going to do. Going to do in a very close, probably in the beginning of August. And then currently we're doing a program that's what we call as leadership program. You may understand this as leadership positions, but this program is more focusing. What we're focusing on is to develop teenagers, young adults, and also for young adults' ability, for students' ability, for improving your leadership, your followership, your responsibility, your multitasking, to build up what to let you know, to let you learn about what does it feel like to be on a leadership position? What does it feel like to be assigned? For those of you who are still in probably about high school or middle school, what does it feel to be assigned as in a leadership position? What does it feel to be helping to run a nonprofit organization? What do we need in our daily routines, our weekly routines? This is what we. This is basically a lot of time. This is, you can say this as a leadership position, but a lot of stuff that's happening in this program is a learning process. We are looking forward to set all of our leadership members on the ways to success. In the future, the events that were on our agenda to plan out falls in four big categories. First of all, we have our online performances. So online performances, we will probably change format in before from September in June, we were doing monthly performances. And this monthly performances we keep in the same time, and then we invite audience to watch. In the future for online performances, we will probably turn into as we contact and finding partnership with other organizations or senior care facilities to ask them what kind of events that they like to perform, they like to plan out, what kind of volunteer activity they need from us, and we will provide them with online performances. We'll be providing them with a lot of online performances, online events that we're going to be organizing for them. As recently we have a direct contact with Torrance Memorial Hospital. We have direct contact with few senior homes and also some senior associations. And then afterwards, since the pandemic is getting better, and before the pandemic, we were doing our senior home visits. And then for the response that we have is that we always feel that local senior home visits, physical senior home visits are very neat for those seniors because a lot of seniors doesn't know how to use technology. They are not able to access with online performances. And then with physical senior home visits, there are more contacts, there are more interactions between volunteers and of our seniors. So in the close future, by what we're looking at will be around, hopefully at the end of the year, once the COVID is getting much more better to the point that we are able to safely go in there and then to protect the seniors and protect ourselves. We're hopefully to open back our local senior home physical visits. And then afterwards, the next, that's our second category. Our third category will be we are trying to establish a friendly phone hotline. That's basically a warm line for senior homes to reach out. What this program is basically we're going to set up a couple of partnership with senior homes. Every week we are going to call in them, and they have whoever the seniors who like to speak to us, they can pick up the phone. They can pick up this line and and talk to us what they like to say, what their experience, what their stories. The reason why we have this program in our agenda is because that during this pandemic, everyone is being isolated at home, especially seniors. We young adults, teenagers, we have access with internet. We have access with phones. We have access with a lot of stuff. But how about senior residents? They do have lack of access than us. So we want to do the best. We want to do more care. We want to contact them. Want to have a direct contact with them to show our love, to let them know there's somebody that's here that's really caring about them. We like to hear their stories. We like to talk to them. We like to chat with them. We're looking forward to serve our community a better place, to make them feel happy, share our happiness, build this connection between volunteers and our seniors. And lastly, we're looking forward will be a senior gathering place. Senior gathering place, so in this plan is that there are seniors who are love to talk, to have an afternoon chat. There are seniors who are like to play music, who are like to sing a song together. What we're going to do is that we're going to invite those seniors to a place that we provided. We will also be providing food and water. We will be also providing probably a piano in this place, and seniors, and then also we will provide volunteers volunteers are not serving as performers, where instead volunteers are going to be served as more like a servants, like servant will be not a better word. Volunteers are going to serve more towards into service of helping seniors to get a snack, helping seniors to get water, of those, and then seniors have their own free space to play any piano, to play any songs they like, to bring an instrument to play, to talk, to chat, to have afternoon tea or coffee. Okay, so as what I've said, I have just covered a lot of information about our currently ongoing project and our future potential project. One of the biggest project that we're working on, or project that we're currently working on and will be working on in the very long-term future is our leadership program. So what is leadership program? As what I have said, this program is basically designed for helping volunteers to be a part of our organization, to be a part of our staff team. We are all, as all members in the leadership program, including all the board, including all the current staff member, current leadership members. We are all just partnerships. There are no any kind of power hierarchy or any kind of those. We're looking forward to establish a very friendly, a very educational environment for all of our members in the leadership program. We have various of different committees. Each committee will cover certain parts of the duty of this organization. For example, public sizing committee will be covering about a lot of stuff for public sizing. This is very obvious. Doing a lot of graphic designs, all of those. And then, so this program is mainly designed for volunteers to have all of us to work together, learn about leadership, learn about followership, learn about collaboration, learn about teamwork, learn about multitasking, various stuff this is very special program that we can learn. And also, in the meantime, with all this crazy program that's going on, we are also looking forward to establish a friendship, a connection between volunteers also, to know each other. Hey, there's somebody that's really care about community that's right here. I like to talk to them. That's a lot of times that when I meet volunteers from this organization, that's why I really enjoy. That's really why I really enjoy doing this. I love to see volunteers. I love to know like there are people that really just like me. We're not lonely. We're always there's somebody else that's also caring about community, and that really feel heartwarming. So here is our entire leadership structure for discussion. For discussion board, there are chairman, vice chairman, secretary. All the blue ones are the open position. If we go over this, there will be a really long conversation. So I'm not going to go over this in this info session. Once you're in the leadership program, we will be having orientations, especially regarding what this each position do. We have various committees. You can see technology, marketing, design, public sizing, human resources, finance, internal activities, external communities activities. All the blue ones are the open position that we currently have going on. Since we had our last our first info session about 2 weeks ago, about 2 weeks plus ago, we have already received several applications to these positions. Right now, for public sizing committee, we closed one position for one of the chair position already. So, woohoo, big success. So, and also, if you've been here from the last info session, you can see there are various changes that I made, and so there are still, so since our organization, we are a really small team right now, there's a lot of stuff that we are able to arrange, we're able to change. And then, that's basically, this is what we're going to have for the leadership program and also leadership structure. What are the qualifications and what are the learnings? Qualifications and the learnings come together. When you're coming in, we are looking forward to have these kind of all of the listed qualifications. And then while you're in the leadership program, where you will also be learning those and more deeply to know about, hey, what should I do with this? This is more about, a lot of this qualifications takes a lot of practice. And then it's really good. It's a really good way to join the leadership program with the practice of different of these various values. So first of all, we have responsibility, responsibility for what you do, responsibility for your projects, for responsibility for your task. Multitasking, you might sometimes you might get a different couple tasks together. And that's the time that you're going to practice your skills for multitasking. Be on task, very obvious, be on task. Positive attitude. This is stay always positive. Stay always positive. We love to share positive energies, and this is really positive energies is very influential to the entire group. So we're going to have really good productive abilities. And lastly, the most important that we're looking for is a warm heart that loves our community. This is the most part. This is the entire goal for our organization, where all the volunteers who are a warm heart that loves our community. We want to give what we can. We want to learn. We want to grow together. We want to do something that really shares a love and doing positive stuff. Share positive energies. Okay, that's a lot of words that I have said. Now I'm going to turn the microphone to our directors. So we're going to introduce each of our committees and also open positions. The first one I believe will be by William Young, Technology Committee.
Hello, my name is William Yang. I'm part of the technology committee. So basically what I do is I work behind the scenes to make sure everything is going smoothly. I share the screens during the presentation. I debug anything to make sure the presentation will go smoothly, and I will frequently update the website. For my requirements, you just have to submit a paragraph to me stating why you wanted to join the committee, be able to understand how to use a computer, and be able to communicate with me in English or Chinese. Positions available is the debugging position. Just help me with any problems that may occur during a performance. And feel free to contact me here at yangwilliam02@gmail.com if you have any questions.
Yes, during this presentation, Amber, I believe, will be sharing all the emails in our chat. And then so you can always contact with our directors with any kind of questions and concerns that you may have, and then feel free to contact us. Next will be the marketing committee. This supposed to be shared. This will be supposed to be presented by Celine Huang. Since today she will not be here, I will be doing her parts for you instead. So what is marketing committee? The marketing committee is a committee that's basically we're focusing on marketing strategies. We're looking forward to establish reports. We're looking forward to looking at each feedback of each event, each sessions, and then we're seeing, hey, how many people have attended to this session? How many people have attended to this volunteer event? What is the mistake? What are the pros and cons? What are the surveys? And also we're making surveys to after each organization event to asking people, hey, what you think? What you think for this event? What are some suggestions? This is marketing committee are a lot of parts of focusing on marketing strategies. All the marketing strategies also including for promoting events and also for promoting fundraising merchandise. There are two chairs that's needed, but there are two chairs that are needed. Could be more or less, and based on various situations. The final decision is held by the marketing director. The requirements for marketing committee is to have patience and love for elders, have a sense of responsibility, have at least one social media account and know how it works, have a computer, laptop that works, know how to use a Google Forms. And bonus will be if you can speak both Chinese and English, or you can speak Chinese or English. And then there are two open positions for this committee. First open position will be the Pro Idea Chair Committee. This chair position will be help the director to think about promotion ideas to help to plan the schedule of every organization's event. And the next will be analysis. chair. This one will be discuss the marketing surveys with directors making surveys, give some suggestions for the surveys. So yeah, this is kind of like very brief. You may see what is this. The requirements for the pro idea chair is to like and to share ideas with others, to not too shy to talk, willing to learn, know how to plan a schedule. Um, and the requirements for the analysis chair will be know how to make a survey, have a basic knowledge of social marketing, willing to learn, not too shy to share ideas with others. If you are interested, so in these two positions, please fill out this form. The link will be also provided by Amber in the chat. Thank you so much, Amber. So for any additional questions, feel free to email Celine at Celine 2001 901216 at gmail.com. So yes. So yeah, any additional questions? So by the way, while doing this session, if you have any questions, feel free to raise up your hand. I think there are a raise hand button. If they're not, just put a check mark. Just do any emojis that you can see in the participants, and we will be able to know that you have a question, and we're going to call you up. Next, we have a presentation from the Public Assessing Committee. Zoe Cao.
All right, hi guys. My name is Zoe Cao, and I just want to thank you and welcome you guys for coming today again. And I will just go through the work of our committee really quick. Next. All right. So the duty for our committee can be divided in basically 4 parts: the organizational, image design, copywriting design, publicity management, and periphery design. Next. All right. So here what we can see is the most basic working routine in our committee. So first, the first step to do is always discussing the topics on our meeting, which is usually weekly, but maybe by at least twice a month. And after setting the tasks, for example, let's say the poster design, we will have usually at least 3 days to complete it, and checking with other team members to get some feedback. And after adjustment and combined with the copywriting design, the last step to do is just to post on the social medias we got. Next. So for serving positions, we have director, currently it's me, the main person in charge of the design publicized committee, responsible for internal coordination and develop design, including copywriting and graphic. Also, chair is director's assistant position. The duties of the chair position belongs to the director's decision. Yeah. So the open position today is going to be 1 copywriting chair. And the requirement is to be responsible for publicity-related text adding and maintenance and update management of our social platforms. Next. All right, and for the qualification, you're supposed to submit 1 resume or 1 cover letter, and also be frequently in both English and Chinese, because we usually post text on the on both social platforms that use English and Chinese. All right. So that is basically all about our committee, and we do have a Q&A session later. But if you still have more questions, just feel free to reach out. Here's my email address. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Zoe. So so Amber just posted Zoe's email and Zoe's name in the chat. Thank you very much, Amber, and thank you very much, Zoe, again. By the way, that's a very cute dog right there. Just want to show you guys. So next, I like to introduce some committees that we don't yet have a director position. So the first committee that we have will be the internal activity committee. So what is internal activity committee? It's basically have perform an internal committee activity management, manage the content of internal member activities, organize internal member interaction events, build a positive culture within the organization. So basically, if we are planning to have any kind of leadership, maybe we can have a little bit leadership gathering. That's basically be the duty of internal activity committee. If we're planning to have a basically online just share chats room, Discord, anything like that, that's internal activity committee. If we're doing like any kind of like maybe a retreat, that's internal activity committee's job. So open positions will be 3. Director of Internal Activity Committee. The director today will be manage the work efficiency of internal committee, organize internal activities and establish internal culture, organize leadership internal communication activity productively, organize activities between the leadership team and the volunteers. And 2 chair positions that is open will be 1 internal relationship chair, establishing internal organizational culture and bring closer relationship between leadership and leadership team members. Public relation chair, organize communication opportunities between the leadership team and volunteers, build a friendly culture within the organization as a whole. Any questions? No questions, we will be jumping to finance committee. Finance committee, very obvious by the word. So what is finance committee? Finance committee is basically doing stuff that's about money, that's really doing about reimbursement, complete finance work and record organizational bills, reimburse and the expense of each committee, manage funds and organize fundraising events. The open positions for this committee are 3 positions. First of all, Director of Finance Committee, ensure the efficiency of financial committee, report financial expenditures, donations, etc. Organize fundraising activities and manage organizational expenses. The 2 chair positions that is open are 1, accounting chair to help to keep on track with expenses, record expenditures and donations, help organize the reimbursement situation, and keep records of expense receipts. Fundraise chairs are to help with organize fundraising activities, assist with business funding decisions, overseeing insurance and risk management. Basically, if we are having a bank account, since we do have a bank account, not if we do have a bank account, and the bank account will be managed by the finance committee, will be managed by the finance committee. We'll be keep on track with all the records, to report, hey, how many donations. So for currently, we received a lot of donations from our donors, and we want to give our donors a donation receipt. So once they receive donation receipt, they are able to have their tax exempt, and this is something that we can somehow give them in back as give back partially of their funds. The government will waive about 50% of their tax of how much they donated. So if, for example, if they donated $100, we will be providing this donation receipt and they give to their accounting. They waived about $50 on their tax. So this is a very important committee that we're doing. After that will be Human Resources Committee. You can also call this as HR committee. I know a lot of people call this. So what is Human Resource Committee? It's basically a committee that dealing with memberships, manage plans, the manager plans, coordinates and directs the administrative management of organization, supervise the recruitment interviews and hiring of new members, act as a link between the members within the organization. So what is this? For example, our info session today, if we have a active responsible HR committee, this info session will be hosted by the HR committee. the recruitment process, the interview process, the who receiving applications, receiving applications, review applications, forward to director emails, and also to manage with the relationship between our members in the leadership and also volunteers. If there's a new volunteers coming in, they can always contact the HR committee, and HR committee can give them the first response. The open positions for this committee is 3. 1, Director of HR Committee. Ensure all policies comply with the legal regulations. Oversee all HR functions and staff. Develop, monitor, and implement organization's people management strategy. Report on performance and progress of HR committee to board meeting. We're going to change the board meeting to leadership meeting side. So as what you see right here, they are very clear. They are very vivid explanations. Afterwards will be recruitment chair. Recruitment chair are recruit new members to enter the organization, including new volunteers and new leadership team members. Introduce organizational culture and activities, etc. Afterwards, we have the member relationship chair. Regulates the relationship between management members and supervise each committee to comply with the articles of the association. Afterwards, the committee we have is the external activity committee. As right now, since I was the one that's planning all of our volunteer events, I am currently both on the duty of the director of external committee. What is the external committee? External committee are organized external activities and organized volunteer activities. Arrange performances, event details, determine the list of participants. So basically, what we do, we organize volunteer events, we organize performances, we organize any kind of outside big performances or stuff, volunteering events that the organization's probably going to do. We're going to provide basically a list of, hey, this is how much funds that we need. This is how much funds that we need for this event. We're going to provide a list of when do the hosts speak, when do the hosts come up, when do the hosts don't come up. We're going to provide a list of, hey, how many volunteers will be participating in the volunteer activity, and how much of our audience will be participating in the volunteer activity. The 2 chair position for this committee that's opening up is 1, activity planning chair. Activity planning chair sounds very clear. Organize events and confirm event detail, prepare event details documents, and calculate event time. Ensure the successful operation of the event. Calculate the activity budget. Second of all, we have the communication chair. Contact every event volunteers. Contact each committee to get help from the event for the event. Let's see. Communicate with partners to help the event run successfully. Follow up with completions progress of task of each member in the external committee. So this is also very clear with to basically communicate. Active planning chair will be assisting with planning the event. Communication chair is that once we're going to have the event started, we want to make sure that every parts of this event is going to be successful. The communication chair also responsible for contacting different committees in our leadership structure to make sure we get enough help, we get enough budget, we got enough volunteers that will be participating in this event. Well, so finally, that's all the explanations for the different committees, different open positions that we are offering. As well as said, all the positions that you have seen, there are no big and little positions. They are just partnerships. We're all volunteers. We're working not for any kind of money. Wait a second. I think I missed one slide. 1 second. I do want to attack one more stuff. There, I think I missed this. So as Willie said, the leadership program, that's a lot of and then all the service hours in the leadership program are counted as our volunteer hours. What kind of volunteers hour do? I For some reason this slide was somehow missed, so now I'm just going to go over this slide again. This slide is we have recently qualified as a certified organization that's able to apply President's Community Service Award for our volunteers. What is this? This is basically if you're a student, you know National Honor Society. This is kind of like honor National Honor Society for community service, There it's a very certified award. It's divided in 4 different kind of award: gold, silver, bronze, and also lifetime achievement award. These awards have different. You can see right here. They have different kind of qualifications. Depends on your age. As what I know right, as what I know right now, Amber is right now qualified. Amber, you're qualified for the gold for the teens, right? For golden award for teens. Yes. So by serving in the leadership program, you will all the serve as what I said. All the service hours are counted as to also for the are counted as volunteer hours. Leadership program will help you to very fastly to apply to achieve this status, to help you to and these awards are able to help you for if you're a high school student. This will help you on your college application. If you're a transfer student, this will still help you on your college application. If you're college graduate, this will help you on your grad school applications. This is a very certified award, as what I said. And yeah, for more detailed information, please always visit their website at www.presidential service award. Okay, now I'm just going to go back to our application. Sorry. So thank you so much, all you guys hang out to here. This is the most exciting part. All the application, except the ones that we have currently directors, all the chair director goes by the director's way. But for all the positions that I presented, except the marketing committee, the director applications are we're asked for 1 resume and 1 letter to introduce yourself and why you are fitting for this position. For finance, HR, internal, external chair applications, I'm also asking for 1 resume and a minimum of 1 paragraph to introduce why you're fitting for this position. It's just a long length difference for the letter and also the chair and also directors, how much you wrote. Resumes, if you have never done a resume before, you feel free to always contact me. I will put my email later in the chat. You will always feel free to contact me or contact our website and contact our email at southbayseniorcarework@gmail.com. And just ask, hey, I'm not sure how to do a resume. Can you send me a sample of resume? I will send my resume to you to let you use as a sample to see how should this one use. As this is what I said, to do a resume is also one of the stuff that we kind of gradually learn in the leadership program to be more professional and learning how to do a resume. Doing a resume that's very helpful for your future applications to everywhere. All application materials must be submitted to our email at southbayseniorcareorganization@gmail.com. So for all the applications, what I mean is that except Celine, except the marketing application, because marketing application that's done over a Google form, but everybody else, including technology and public sizing, all the applications should be coming into this email right there. When you are sending us the email title are always the first confusing things that's coming up. I give a very easier explanations. Just put application, your name, your first name, your last name, and also the position that you're applying to. We are accepting to have 1 person applying for multiple positions. However, we probably just going to have you to fill you one of them. But feel free to always submit multiple applications to multiple committees. And then, so in that case, we have more options and you have more options as well. A lot of words I have just said. That's an hour of talking. And Q&As. Any questions, concerns? Ask us any questions. Now here we have the public question time. And feel free to raise up your hand, ask any questions. Yeah, that was a lot of information. Oh, by the way, here's my email. Amber, if you can put your email down too. Feel free to ask any questions, any concerns, any don't understand, not sure. We know today we have a smaller group, so I'm not going to divide everyone in different committees like last time. So yeah. So Danny, I have not received any response from Sabine yet. I have not received any response from Sabine yet. Well, today after this session, we will have a leadership meeting. So we will probably get the answer from there. Yeah, feel free to type your question in the chat, raise up your hand, open up your microphone. Hello. Okay. If there's no more questions, we will be ending this. Session very shortly. So I'm just going to ask a couple of times. Just wait for a few minutes, and then yeah. All you guys, what position are you guys interested? Jessica, Ziyu.
Hello.
Hello. So Jessica, I know last time you were interested about secretary. For this time,
Yeah.
what kind of position are you interested?
I haven't decided yet. Yeah, I'm still probably copywriting.
Copywriting. So I do suggest everyone to submit multiple applications. So if you're interested in one position, feel free to apply for others. Thank you so much, Shirley Ai. Thank you. So yeah, feel free to. You don't have to submit one application. You can submit for multiples. That give you a great opportunities. And for director application, we welcome. You might be feeling like, hey, I'm not sure should I fit for the director application. That's always the concern. But for director applications, this is the first time. This is basically the only time before we fill all the director positions. Fill up all the director positions. But director applications are open. So that means anyone that you're applying for director applications, that can be a potential that you could become a director. And then once you're becoming a director, basically you're building up your own team. You're selecting your chairs. All the interviews will be done. All the chair interviews will be done by the directors. If you're applying for a committee that's not having a director at this moment, your interview will be done by the discussion board members. So it will be done by me, Jimmy, or Amber. All right, it's already 8:01. I know we don't have your people right here, and I'm going to end for this session. Last call for questions. 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so much all for coming out today, and we will be ending out for today's session. And all the leaderships, let's jump into our room for leadership meeting. I'll text you guys in the chat. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.